Well, we've already seen how putting a receiver in certain shifts, motions, and formations can open them up, can attack a defense. Well, Jordan Addison can do it just as well as anybody else in the league, and we've got the film to prove it. Now, when you line up and you have a Justin Jefferson next to a Jordan Addison, it gives you a lot of possibilities, but it also causes a lot of heartburn for the defense, and we'll see that on this play. If you concentrate too much on number 18, number 3 is going to get you. Right, a corner squatting. He sees JJ running the short in route. He thinks they're going to try to get this lane right here. But what does that mean? That means this safety back here is on an island, and we're going to have this out route. This corner is hyper-focused on Justin Jefferson. Addison's running right behind him. He's like, uh-oh, it's too late to get back out. Now, a throw and catch for a first down, but the two of them paired together gives defenses heartburn. Holy cow. Now, of course, to get Addison and Jefferson next to each other, you don't have to necessarily line up in it. In this case, you can motion to it, get maybe a tip on whether it's man-to-man or if it's zone. But watch what happens here. You've got Jefferson and Addison right next to each other, about 15 yards down the field. These two DBs can't both be right? You've got an inside shade here, safety over the top, but look at this area that he opens up. And look at the spacing difference between the amount of space that Addison can create and with JJ, right? Addison is so unbelievable when he has to start and stop. He can get himself open, opens up the sideline, ball's already on its way. What an adjustment again to the football. Second to none, the adjustments to the ball when it's in the air. He is literally an unbelievable receiver. Now, earlier we saw Justin Jefferson in bunch formations. Well, we kind of have the same thing here. You have 3 receivers kind of in close proximity up on top, JJ down here by himself. But the ability to attack the middle of the field, especially with someone with Jordan Addison's size on this route, we're going to see a perfect example of taking the middle of the field, pulling this safety out. Why? Because you want to open up the middle section of this defense, right? You have Jordan Addison streaking across the middle, underneath or behind a linebacker. This guy has no chance. This is a linebacker here. But watch this. You get the post, you get the dig right in behind it. Great route combo. You've got Darnold getting ready. He's already known where he's going to throw this football. Boom. Hit him in stride. A little bit of run after the catch. But attacking the middle of the field is another thing that Addison does very well. This is a great example of Jefferson and Addison working together. With the attention that Justin Jefferson draws on a play-in and play-out basis, you could take advantage of a defense. This is how the Vikings did it this year. You'll see them in the bunch formation up top. As this route develops, what do we see? Right here, you've got Justin Jefferson running the initial in, past the sticks on third down. But right here, what do you have? You have 2 linebackers. They're biting the cheese route. The clear, right here with Naylor. But what comes in behind them is the dig. Remember, the cheese route. Something shallow, something deep. But watch Jordan Addison. Again, ball's in the air, the adjustment, the jump. One of the best catches he had all season right there. So it's not just the routes, it's what he can do when the ball is in the air.
Darnold from the shotgun, another good pocket to the end zone. Touchdown! Welcome back, Jordan Addison.
You can run route combinations with all kinds of different guys. In this case, we're going to get Josh Oliver going in motion. But the stutter and go, the double move, Jordan Addison is so unbelievably good. In this situation, right, you have a tight end right here. You've got a safety, linebacker, another safety. He gets the safety to settle. He sells it, right? He's breaking himself down. That cornerback right now is getting ready for him to run that in route that we just saw. But what happens? A little bit of a stutter, a little bit of a go, separation, throw, and catch. The double move is a weapon that Jordan Addison uses like very few others. All right, you want to see more of the double moves? Perfect example right here. Addison, Jefferson. Watch the attention that JJ gets. So right now, what do you have? You've got a little bit of a curl. They're trying to sell the high-low, right? Short curl underneath, looking like JJ is going to run this post. He's going to occupy the corner and the safety over the top. But watch Addison sell this. He turns around, stands straight up, and then says, whoop, I'm gone. Gets that space, throw catch for the touchdown. An unbelievably good job of selling the double move. Now, JJ and Jordan don't have to be on the same side of the formation for them to work together. We're going to see a perfect example of this right here, right? Justin Jefferson up top, Jordan Addison down here in the slot, right? How are they going to possibly run a combination together? Watch this. As Darnold gets to the top of his drop, you've got JJ running the deep out route. And what that does is it occupies this safety. So you have a corner and a safety, the two guys on top of JJ. But what does it open? Opens up right here, the middle of this field, right? You've got a safety on the bottom trying to squeeze that from the outside. This guy's way out of position because he's just given too much real estate up to JJ. And when you have a strong arm quarterback, you can throw this kind of a ball right down the middle of the field. Addison with the speed to split the safeties. You get a huge play when you're backed up on your end of the field. Now, this is a lesson to all the defenses out there, meaning if you're going to blitz, you better get there, because if you don't, this is what's going to happen to you. Jordan Addison stacked up top. We'll see how this thing unfolds. Right down here, you've got a corner blitz, so that means they're short in coverage. What route's building up on top? Well, you have the slot receiver taking the lid off the defense, pulling the safety out, opening the middle of the field. But here's the difference. When your quarterback has a fraction of a second longer and can hit this receiver in stride, you get the run after the catch. Corner trying to get back in there. He has no chance. Jordan Addison with the speed. Again, remember how dangerous in space he is? When you can hit him in stride on a crosser, you're going to be lighting up that scoreboard.
Sam Darnold, 7 of 12. He's going to whip it right to Addison. Caught. Gets to the 30. Stiff arm at the 15. Taken down at the 7.
And finally, an example of taking advantage of formations, what the defense gives you, and then stacking your receivers. So Justin Jefferson in motion, Jordan Addison down here on the bottom of your screen. As JJ comes across, you can see the Bears right now have a bit of a problem, and that problem is really up here. Watch how this unfolds. You have JJ running up, Addison running vertically, and once he gets to the hip of this linebacker, now what do you see? You've got all of this space on this side of the field that's wide open, and you, as a Bears defender, you're expecting this linebacker to get back and get underneath this. He's really got no chance. Darnold sets up, delivers a throw perfectly on time. Addison with the speed, concentrating on the football, but he stays on his feet. The longest reception of the year, 69 yards right there. But again, Addison and JJ working together. So the proof is on the film. When you have a receiver like Addison that you can pair up and work with JJ, you're giving defenses problems. And when the two of them can work together, a lot of explosive things can happen. And Jordan Addison absolutely took the tops off a couple of defenses this year doing just that.